Okay, right. Okay. So, damn, bro. How you do this? I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Ain't nobody gonna watch this shit. This YouTube. I know YouTube algorithm. This is my first video on this channel. They ain't gonna push this shit out. But anyway, hey, what's up, anybody who watching this shit? See ya, y'all ready to talk, dude? I'm 20 years old with no damn friends. 20-year-old black male with no friends. Yeah. I don't know how to add that part, but you know, just to add to it. Let me start this off. Okay, my name's Xavier. Yeah, my name's Xavier. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna edit this, bro. I'm gonna edit this shit. So yeah, I'm 20 years old. I ain't got no damn friends, bro. I ain't got no friends at all. I haven't had friends for like 6 years. Technically, like 4, 3-ish. But really, like, I have not have a friend like in person for 6 years. Dead ass. I'm not joking. A lot of the YouTubers, and this ain't no shade to nobody. I see a lot of other people who say, you know, no friends at this age, no friends at that age. And we say stories like, you do got friends. Because they be like, well, I don't talk to my friends. I got friends, but I don't talk to them. Or I close myself out. I don't like to deal with people. I don't mean nobody, but that's kind of on you. Me, however, and I'm not trying to say I'm special, but me, however, it's a bit deeper. So I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit. This video ain't gonna be long. I might make like a part 2 or something. I don't know if people watch this, which would be surprising. I know ain't gonna be motherfuckers from my Instagram because I told them to follow this account and they never did.
Unbelievable! My cousin ain't shit. Yep.
I'm gonna give y'all backstory. So I'm gonna tell y'all about now. So as of now, I work a job, you know, decent job, you know. I'm trying to get a new one, but you know, the job market right now kind of fucks, so I can't get one right now. Work, you know, it gets lonely sometimes, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all going, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, cause I honestly like I'm ever gonna make friends until I'm like 50 something, 60 on my deathbed. I'm probably gonna be talking to the nurse, and we gonna be best friends or something. I don't know. Why am I on my deathbed at 60? Depression. You know they say depression ages you. But anyway, I don't think I'm gonna get friends anyway. So me saying this ain't gonna be like, oh, he weird. I talk to myself, all right? I talk to myself. So when I be at work sometime, when I'm working away from people, I talk to myself. Because I be bored. Like when I be bored, like I be wanting to talk. And if I feel like talking and I can't talk, I get depressed. So yeah, I'm lonely. I'm not alone, I'm lonely. So as of now, I got no friends, you know. I don't want to put my business too much out there, but you know, I'm living good right now. I'm living better how I was, because I was in a situation where like I was living in a fucked up place, fucked up predicament, and you know, I was always missing the school bus. The school bus never came to my place, then it'll come late. It'll come super early. I used to be stressed up, but now I got a car, you know, now I got a job, so I can get what the hell I want almost. I know people say adulthood, I mean, it is a little challenging, but I prefer this over, honestly, my childhood, because like I said, I was very lonely, but at least I'm lonely and making money. Not like money like that, but you know, I could buy a video game or something, you know, I could go out somewhere if I wanted to, but yeah. So yeah, as of now, things are pretty good right now. It's just, I ain't got no damn friends, and it's like the opportunity just won't come up. So I'm gonna take y'all back to elementary school. I'm gonna try to make this video quick, like 15 minutes. Yeah, because I gotta go to the barbershop, as y'all see. I have not went to the barbershop in 3 months. You could tell. I got like a temple. I had like I had a temple fade right here. You could tell I had a temple fade. You can't even tell the motherfucker. You can't even tell. Yeah, if they open, I don't know if they open. I hope they is, because I'm trying to get this shit cut the fuck off. Why I haven't got no haircut in 3 months? I'll talk about that in another video, because it's gonna take too fucking long. Back in preschool, I was a kid, and I'm still kind of like this. I'm not a narcissist. No, I'm not a narcissist because I don't show all the traits. I do have narcissistic traits, but I'm not completely full on blown out. What's it called? Narcissistic, like a pathological large narcissist, or whatever you call that shit. But I used to like love attention. I still kind of do, to a certain degree. I don't like too much attention, but I do like a little attention, you know. And it's like, I don't know, that feeling never went away. So back when I was in preschool, I was a badass kid. I was a badass kid up until like 5th grade, because then I got humbled. Bullied, mean humble. Cause I never got bullied before. I ain't bully kids. I ain't bully kids. I used to be bad. Like I'll go off with motherfuckers for no reason. But back in preschool, I got suspended. Did I get suspended? No, I got suspended. I got pink slip because I slapped a kid. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Cause he wasn't I asked him something. I was like, I asked him something. Oh no. He shook his head. He said no about something. I got mad, so I just slapped the hell out of him. And I got suspended in preschool. Don't blame my parents. My parents are not raising me to be bad. I was just bad. I don't know. I was just bad. I was just a badass kid. I just don't fucking know, bro. I had box braids. I had box braids. Preschool, I don't remember too much about preschool, but that's it. But elementary school, so yeah, kindergarten, and mind you, I moved a lot too, so this kind of plays into me not having friends and like kind of getting to know people and not my bad. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade, went to the same school. Urban school, like urban, yeah, it was mostly white kids. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I ain't bad to say. I'm gonna say that. It was like you had to be a bad kid, and you was a black kid back in. But anyway, I was bad as hell back then. I had friends though. I fought my friends before. We fell out before, but I had friends. I truly had friends, and my parents was like, you can't be friends with them because they bad, like me. That's one thing we had a comment. But I guess, but we was actually really cool. My parents to this day, they be like, they don't hang with, they was not good to you, but they was actually good to me. Maybe not, but that's how I remember it. They was actually like cool friends. We went outside to play and stuff. I had two close friends. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm just gonna say Jay and Jay. Both their names start with J. Yeah. I don't know how they doing, man. I do. Hope they doing good because it was cool. Things was cool. I miss those days. Things was real cool back then. I was social, like things was 2011. Shit was real cool back then, but then we moved. So third grade to fourth grade, I went to my next school in elementary. And things changed a little bit, but it was still cool. I made friends there. It was real cool. I was still kind of bad. My grades are still bad. Everything was just bad, but I was cool with people. And I was a kid that always stirred the pot. I was always the common denominator. It's crazy. I hate to say this, but I might have been the problem, but kids used to take it too far. Like, I might be like, somebody be like, oh, why your head so big? Why your shoes fucked up? And I get in a fight. And then everybody's like, oh, Xavier, he a problem because I don't do things how y'all do things. Like, I don't accept things. Like, I take things to heart. I still kind of do, but I don't show it. But I take things to heart. So I'll be like, like, I'll confront you about it, but then I'm the problem. But yeah, I'm probably not making no sense. I'm probably clicking off. People clicking off this shit right now. Like, what is he talking about? Just stay with me. Just stay with me, because we got to get to the good shit. Can't remember too much. I'll get in more detail in more videos probably. But yeah, elementary, I had friends. I fell out with people. Some people stopped messing with me. It was things like that. Oh yeah, I did get one fight back then too. See, I used to get a fight, but I used to be the one that, I'm the one that's, or it'll be like a tie. I'm the one that's, all that shit getting ready to change. So then my parents, unfortunately good. When y'all be like, oh, my parents, they separated. That's good. No more arguing. No more of that bullshit. No more of that fake shit. They separated. So yeah. But anyway, they separated. I moved in with my dad. I went to this one school. Now this is when things started changing in a good way. I made friends. I was always shy, but I always made friends. People always came to talk to me. That's the thing. That's the thing about back then. Motherfuckers used to come to talk to me. I could be shy. They'd be like, hey, what's up? What's real name? People always talk to me. People always approach me. You can say that's because that's elementary school. No. High school, pre-pandemic, I had kids that talked to me. Now, I did kind of like, this is when I started pushing myself. This is when I became antisocial. I'm not antisocial now, but I was antisocial then. That's how me not having no friends started. That's the first year me not having no friends. I'm getting to that a little later. Hold on. Yeah, so back in 5th grade, I went to this school, you know, Woodlawn. It was not, what's it called, Woodlawn? Woodland, something like that, back in Gastonia. It was a cool school, you know. I liked my teacher. Got along with the kids. I kind of brought my old traits just a little bit into that school. Like I used to tattletale and shit. My kids would cuss. I'm like, cause I was used to kids cussing. Like when I started aging, I started hearing kids cuss. I'm like, no, I don't cuss. And why did I don't know why I tell. Probably because kids told on me, so I kind of did. I realized that too. My personality is kind of made up of what people did to me. Now I do it to other people. Kind of like I kind of do what other people. Okay, you give me the silent treatment. All right, bet. So when somebody pisses me off, I'm gonna give them the silent treatment. You know, I never did. I would never do that if kids ain't that shit to me. I would never give people silent treatment because like, what the fuck? Like, speak. If you don't fuck with somebody, just say you don't fuck with them. But don't be like, nigga, I'm standing right here. 5th grade. Things was cool. My grades got a little better, you know, didn't get no fights. And things was perfect. Things was perfect, you know. Things was perfect. And I told my dad this. It's crazy. I told my dad, we had to move. I'm not going to get into it, but I told my dad this. Changes, because that's another thing. I changed schools within the end of the year. Not at the end of the school year, like April. Like, you know, 2 months before school's about to end. And I was like, this is not a good idea. Because things was perfect. Like, I got friends here. Well, I had one friend. I stopped being friends with him because he did something. He hit me with a rake. Yeah. Did it. He hit me with a rake. He was doing too much. He hit me with that damn rake. Like, we was playing and stuff, but he took it too far. That motherfucker hit me with that damn rake. I said, because I told you to stop it. You're going to keep on going. And it was this other girl I had to, it was one girl I had a crush on. It was 2 girls I had a crush on, but this one girl, my granddad told me, like, oh, she like you. You know, you need to talk to her. I tried doing that. I took your advice, and then she didn't want to talk to me at school. Like, she will run away at school. But when I see her at home, she be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, why you don't want to talk to me at school? Like, what's going on? Because I said I like you. You know, but anyway, it was the other girl I liked, but she said she wasn't feeling like, we used to like play date. Like, we used to like play wife and husband and stuff, you know, back then. It was, you know, I miss those days, right? I do. And I told my dad, let's not move. Like, it gotta be something. Can I stay to the end of the year? We move. I don't know, bro. I moved to this next school, went to this next place. I still have fucking dreams about this place sometimes. And the kids did. Oh my God. I moved to this motherfucking place. This school was ghetto as fuck. This school was ghetto as hell. It was uniform. You had uniforms on, but them kids, bro. Oh my God, them kids. Them goddamn kids, man. Oh Lord. So it was cool for like the first 2 weeks. But there was this one kid, my bully, my first bully. I had fell out with this one kid. Now the 3rd week he had came back. He was suspended. Cause he was a badass motherfucker. And I ain't meaning no compliment. If you watching this, well, I ain't got nothing to say because I understand. I mean, what you did was wrong, but you know, I forget. Now I think about it, the way you dress, motherfucker, I get it. I get why you picked on me. Other kids dress nice too, but I get me because, you know, I'm smaller and stuff. Like, he easy to pick on. He think he the shit. I see, yeah, he a bitch, so I'm a bitch him. And I let that shit happen. But motherfucker, try me now, motherfucker.
I'm gonna do you down bad. It's over with. Shoot you in your ribs and make your fucking shoulder twist.
That's my bully came. So it was this one kid. He was a bitch. My bad. I'm sorry, but hey, he was a bitch. We got into it, and he was like, "I'm gonna get so and so on you." I can't stand when people say, like, "I'm gonna get so." Why can't you fight me? Why can't you do it? Why you gotta be scary? Coming back in elementary school as a kid, he was a little. I mean, I ain't trying to say nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying he's a little zesty, and he was like, I'm gonna get so and so on you. Like, I was like, why you gotta get somebody else on you? You know, I'm like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but why you gotta get that? Why can't you fight me? You know, why can't you be like, I'm gonna get? He did get that kid to fight me though back in elementary school. He did. Who won? I mean, I got the last hit, so. So I fell out with this kid, Abraham. He was about to fight. I didn't want to fight. That's the thing. Kids back then, when they be like, oh, it's about to be a fight, they will force you to fight. Because if you bitch out of a fight, it'd be like, you got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight. You know. And the bully I told you about, that same day, the kid I was supposed to fight, because he was talking junk. He was like, stop being pussy. Stop being, you being a pussy, you know, this, that, and the other. Like, you know, fight him. Or I'm going to fight you, this, that, and the other. And then I'm like, so we walking back. We was on the playground when this happened. We was walking back in school, going down the stairs. And then he said something, and I said something back to him. And then he just started fighting me. Later on, a couple weeks later. Actually, no, not a couple, like a week later. He did something. I think he pushed me. He did something. Because let me say something about me. I would never throw the first punch. Unless I see you about to fight. I would never engage in a fight. Because I don't like to fight, bro. I'm not no fighter. I mean, I ain't saying I can't fight, but I do got hands. If you get what I mean. Like, I will be swinging. I might be throwing shit, but I will be swinging. So, you know, I'm just saying. I think I hit him in the stomach. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when he started fighting me, you know, I just balled up. Okay? And I got a pink slip. I got a goddamn pink slip. In self-defense. That's one thing I never got about school. Self-defense. They be like, I threw one fucking punch that nobody really seen. Y'all see him pouncing on me. I'm on the ground doing this. I'm covering my goddamn head. I could have got a concussion. But I get pink slip. He got pink slip too, but you know, because he was expected. He got suspended. Like, when I came to that school, he wasn't there for 2 weeks because he was suspended for doing whatever the fuck. He did something else. He hit a girl for a Sharpie one time. And he got suspended for that shit. He was just bad. And he was like you, but I ain't bully people. It was a back and forth thing with him, because it was that second fight we had. And then we brought that shit to middle school, 6th grade. 6th grade started off a little cool. He was in my class. That was a problem. And I was like, fuck, this motherfucker. So it's like, I had friends, but he would like tell them so, like, oh, I beat his ass. But my friend, but the kids he was talking to, I was cool with. He was like, you know, if he ever want to fight, try. No. I got into a fight with him because of something. He did something. Well, this is my first. I don't remember. I think we fought 2 times again that year. Yeah, but I think one time we got in a fight. The kid was like, this one kid, you know, he was like, hey, you know, if you need me, I'll fight him for you. Sometime later, we got into it, and we was cool again, but we never became cool again like that. Like, he was still crack jokes and shit about me. It's just, he just never fucked with me. I don't remember exactly what it was, because he used to roast kids. He's like, he was a class clown, basically. He used to, like, roast, not the class clown, because it was like another class clown, but he used to, like, be roasting and shit, you know, be talking, you know, hey, you know, saying junk and stuff. And he said some things about me, and of course, I took it to heart. So I said something back, you know, when it was back and forth. Then the kids, the group I was cool with, they turned on me. He'll be like, oh, don't talk to him. So it was that. Then 7th grade came. I got into a fight. You know, it was lots of things that happened in middle school. You know, I got into fights with people, and then, I don't know, kids just didn't like me back then in school. Like, kids just did not like me. Like, people did not fuck with me. All groups. The nerdy groups, the hood groups, females, definitely females, smash or pass. What about Xavier?
No.
Hell no. Hell, get the fuck out of my face. So them females. I used to come home from school crying all the time back in middle school. Even in my neighborhood, I had problems with kids, because it was one time a dude, he said something about girl shoes, and I was like, I defended her. I was like, boy, look at your shoes. And then somehow, you want to fight me. I promise y'all, I did not do. I will always react. I will always give a reaction, then an action. Like, I would I would never come at somebody first. If they come at me first, I'm coming back at you, but somehow I'm the problem. I don't know, bro. It's just, Yeah, middle school was rough as fuck for me. You know, it was rough as hell. I'll get into a deep. Like I said, this video ain't gonna be too long. I'm just kind of going over what happened. So 8th grade, I got sick of it. I was like, 8th grade, this is my last year. You know what? High school, I did not want to go to. I was gonna go to like a school called Garinger. Garinger. I didn't want to go there. That's what them kids was gonna go. Cause I went to this one ghetto ass school. Middle school was ghetto as hell. Like I talk about. I don't want to get because kids they didn't fuck with me. Even like eighth grade was about better. It was a lot better. I didn't get no fights back in 8th grade, but kids was like, we don't fuck with you. And then kids used to bully me about my intelligence. They'd be like, oh, he's stupid. He can't read. Like I used to study over words and shit because I wasn't the best reader back then. But you know, my parents said I'm intelligent. I just don't do that in my schoolwork. I don't show my intelligence in my schoolwork. My grades was decent back in 8th grade. It started getting better in 9th grade. Then you know, the pandemic, you know, like 10th grade, oh, my shit was trash because I used to fall asleep in class. But then 11th grade, 12th grade, oh yeah, my grades was good, motherfucker. My grades was good, motherfucker. Good 90s, 80s, motherfucker. My shit was good. Don't ask how my shit was before, because, ooh, Lord, especially my exams. Not my exams, my EOGs. In 8th grade, I was like, that's it. This is my last year. When next year, guess what? I ended up moving to this one place. Then I moved again, and then I ended up going to the same school my sister went to, high school. This was like, that's it. I had one friend. I had his phone number. I couldn't have Instagram because I had the LG. You know, LGs, they trash. They no shade to anybody got an LG, but y'all phones, they don't hold space. Like y'all phones on. So then I got a new phone, cause that phone started working. I got the LG. Things was real cool back then. 9th grade, like 2019 was a good year. I know 8th grade to 9th grade, that was 2019. But even then, like it was a cool good. It was a real good year. Like I did lots of junk in 9th grade. I mean 2019. That was the best. That was my last good year. That was the last time I had friends. Period. See, I had this one friend, you know, we was cool. We played Fortnite. And this is, like I said, it stopped back in 8th grade. This is when I stopped having friends in person. Then I had that one friend. We fell out a couple years later. And what time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna continue this video. Just give me a second. I'm gonna continue.
2 days later.
Alright, I'm back. Couple days later. Remember I said I was gonna get a haircut? That didn't happen. My car, I had issues with my brakes. You know, my brakes, yes, my brakes failed on me. Sadly, nothing happened, but you know, they failed on my motherfucking ass, and I got paid for that. So I didn't get no haircut. I mean, I know I look raggedy. I don't care, honestly. I don't care. I got nice clothes, motherfucker. I just don't give a fuck. I'm going to work today. People don't give a fuck about me at that job anyway. So hey.
And I don't give a fuck.
But anyway, so back what I was saying. What was I saying? Okay, I was talking about, yeah, 8th grade to freshman. So yeah, freshman year was pretty cool. I stayed to myself. Had one friend, like I said, one friend on Instagram. I've been cool with since 6th grade. We went to school to each other, but you know, we went to separate high schools because I chose that. I mean, I moved, but I didn't want to go to that school any fucking way. See, I moved, went to a new school. At the time, it was called Zebulon Advanced. Now it's called Julius L. Chambers. Yeah, that school, you know, freshman year was cool. I stayed to myself. Then now people talk to me. People still try, you know, people was talkative. You know, people like, how you doing? You know, people was talkative then. This is before COVID. In fact, I was in freshman year in 2019 to 2020. Y'all know 2020, that around that time, 9th grade, back in March of 2020 is when we stopped going to school. You know, that's when they closed down school for a long ass time. That's when things took a turn for my mental health. Now, everything was cool. Like, you know, I might not have friends like that. I only had one friend on Instagram. Even though he started kind of not treating me too much like a friend. He started changing. You know, he started getting Instagram followers and he started changing a lot. So yeah, that's that. But you know, I was on Fortnite. Everything was cool. Like I played Fortnite and stuff. I played Fortnite with other people and stuff. Now those people wasn't my friends. Like also like gaming friends. But like we was cool and stuff. Things was real cool back then. You know, things was, even for back then it was cool. You know, at school, like I said, I ain't talked to nobody. You know, I had got into it with like 2 people at school. It was this one girl, like she said something slick. I said something back. It's like even when I say to myself I became antisocial, people still try to start stuff with me. Not as much, but you know, I would speak up for myself, and then like, oh, You know, so, but anyway. Ninth grade, it wasn't really no drama, you know, just a little bit for this girl and maybe another girl before that, but, you know, no drama, no fights. Haven't gotten a fight since 7th grade, and that was back in 2018. Ninth grade was cool, then COVID hit, we stayed home. Still pretty cool, you know. Like I said, I played Fortnite with some people, other people. What we used to do was we would like play like matches with people, or we go like it was this thing called creative or like playground where like you play. You're not like in the like it's kind of like Call of Duty. Like when you in Call of Duty, you know, you can't talk to the enemies, but you could like basically we just talk to other people. We could talk to other people, you know. Talk. That's how I made friends on there, on the game. And it was pretty cool, you know. It was pretty cool. Even my friend that I talked to on Instagram, he had some friends, and we kind of talk a little bit sometimes too. We play the game, so. But things start changing. Like I said, my friend, he stopped talking to me like that. He stopped putting me in group chats like that. I don't know what's been going on during the summertime, and I started getting a little depressed, but not that bad. Cause like I did lots of stuff in 2019. Summer of 2019, I did lots of shit. I did lots of stuff, but summer of 2020, oh yeah. 2019 was the last year you're gonna have just a great year. That was my last great year, honestly. Considering everything, like considering getting a car, considering getting a job, making money, you know, considering living better. You can't top 2019. I'm sorry. I just can't. So going on to 10th grade, this is when we did Zoom. We did Zoom up until January 2021. So yeah, going up to 10th grade, I think I deleted Instagram because I only did Instagram for school, you know, because like I said, everybody be on their phone. It's like, I'm just standing here. Now I just stand with my fucking arms crossed. I used to not do that. Like, I'll just stand looking stupid, so I'll be on my phone because I just don't know how to, like, just stand, just looking weird. Like, why you just not on your phone? I had a kid back in freshman year ask me, like, why you not on your phone? And I was like, I don't know. Somebody asked me that, like, you look weird when you're not on your phone. If you're not talking to nobody, you're not on your phone, and you're not your head isn't down on the desk, you look weird. You just do. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's what they said in school. I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. You're not weird. You just do what you want. I'm just saying that's how it is in society. You're weird if you're in school, you're not talking to nobody, you don't have your head down, and you're not on your phone, you're just looking, you look weird. Then I had Zoom class. I used to be asleep. My attendance was terrible. I didn't even know I had homeroom until like months after. Homeroom from Zoom? So you tell me I just gotta sit in this Zoom class for 10 minutes and then go to the next class? That was some bullshit. I never got that, bro. I never did, but you know, it was that. My attendance was terrible. My grades was terrible because I was asleep in class, and I just did not like Zoom. Like, I'm at home, I'm in bed. Like, I was on GTA. I was just on GTA. All right, I was on that. So, you know, I ain't had no friends then, of course not. Not even a chance. Not even nobody to talk to because I was in the house. I ain't go out nowhere. They ain't take me out nowhere. Wait, my bad. That was too much. But nobody took me out nowhere. Okay? Nobody took me out. Even sometimes when it was my grandma's house, I used to visit my grandma. Like, you know, she be like, nah, not this weekend. No, not this weekend. I ain't feeling like it. You know? So it's like I had nothing to do. Had nothing to fucking do. It was only one thing I did, but which was the year next I'm about to talk about. But I went to Frankie's. You know, if y'all know what Frankie's is, it's like not an amusement park, but it's like we play games and stuff. And they got outside activities like go-kart racing and stuff like that. You know, we went to a place like that one time, and I was in 11th grade, but that wasn't much. But anyway, 10th grade, Zoom, past that. Then let's go to the other half of the year. We went back to school. Things changed. This is when things changed. People was not talkative. People was not talkative at all. Like, when people did talk, they would only talk to their friends. Like, friend groups has always been a thing, but I realized after the pandemic, people, like, before pre-pandemic, people were like, oh yeah, you know, people would talk to you or you could talk to them. Like, you would be invited into friend groups. Like, oh hey, you sit by yourself, or hey, what's up with you? You know, so-and-so, you know, hey, come over here. Now, motherfucker, people don't pay you no attention. Like, they walk right past you, okay? Right past you. It's like, I know 4 years ain't a lot to some people, but like 4 years is a long time to go without having no friends or not having nobody to talk to. Going to the same building for the past 4 years and not having nobody to talk to is just insane. That's crazy. At my job, I mean, well, that's a little different. I have one person to talk to, and you have to work to make money. It ain't about talking, but it would be cool because I am trying to get something new and I can't. So it's like it would be cool if y'all could be a little bit more friendly. But hey, people don't fuck with me at my job. Hey, so yeah.
Niggas ain't fucking with me.
But anyway, what was I saying? 11th grade, 12th grade. It was pretty boring. I used to have my head down. I did my work. I did my work after Zoom, of course. But I had my head down a lot of times. Nobody talks to me, that's why I re-downloaded Instagram. And yeah, it was just boring as fuck in school. It was so boring. I would read old group chats. That's all I did was scroll through old group chats, read it, just scroll. I would like to do that, but I don't do Instagram no more anyway. But yeah, I used to scroll through old group chats. That's it. It was one kid in my class that I thought they looked familiar, and they was. They face looked familiar. Their hair wasn't, because their hair was different. They used to have straight hair, now you got curly hair stuff. They was like, hold on, did you go into so and so? And I was like, yeah, I went to so and so. Now, I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but I said that 5th grade is when things change. I mean this. The whole class, and it's crazy because my whole class in that same neighborhood I went to, I lived in, the same school I went to, I lived in that neighborhood. This happened a little later though. Everybody in the neighborhood turned on me. I got jumped in that neighborhood. I got bullied in that neighborhood. It just was terrible. Hated that neighborhood. Nice. The buildings was nice. The interiors were nice. But them kids, oh hell no, I hate them motherfucking kids. But yeah, everybody turned on me in 5th grade. And one of them kids that turned on me was that motherfucker that was in 10th grade. I don't got nothing against him. That motherfucker ain't watching this shit. If you are watching this shit, I ain't got nothing against you particularly. But what you did was fucked up, and I ain't gonna forget that. Because they said something. They said, all of them said this. Not all of them, but some of them said this, and he was one of them. I hope I never see you again. I hate you. I don't like you. I don't know the exact words, but they said that. You can say, oh, we was kids back then. There was kids back then. Kids are dumb back. You had better grades than me. How the fuck is that? You blaming your I was a kid. I was dumber back then. I was more unintelligent. I was less intelligent. But I knew right from wrong. But you didn't know right from wrong. I knew that what y'all did, what y'all said, hurt my feelings. But y'all don't see it as that. You know what you said. You had better grades. This is going for somebody who had, I'm not going to say my GPA, but I had bad grades back in 5th grade at that class. I know I said I had good grades. That was before I moved. When I moved to that next school, it was not good. The math was different. Everything was different. Everything I was used to was just different. I just did not do good. I don't know how the fuck I passed, but no child left behind, which I'm kind of glad because, if I was still in school, motherfucker, I would kill myself, honestly. I couldn't, school stressed me the fuck out, especially 12th grade. We have to get to that shit right now. He's like, we didn't really talk in class, but he seen me again in the courtyard, and he was like, what's up? I ignored him. I did. Because I'm somebody, I have a problem with forgiving people. I don't know how to forgive people. I have a problem with forgiving people, all right? I really do. I kind of cut that off. That could have been a friendship or, we could have been cool again, but I said, He said, okay. See, yeah, that was 10th grade. Not much happened. It was boring. And then things started getting real depressing. 2021. Still ain't did shit. It's that summer. Going to 11th grade. My friend, he came back, he said his account got deleted when I was on Instagram. Because I was like, I don't see his account. When I downloaded Instagram back in 10th grade, after Zoom, we went back to school, I couldn't see his account. He used to post inappropriate stuff. He used to post porn videos, gruesome videos of somebody getting shot in the head, whatever. He did, honestly, he was not right in the head. That friend, I don't know what was wrong with him, but he started changing, He just wasn't right in the head. If he sees my face on YouTube, he might could just be like, what he doing? He talk about, he ain't got no damn friends. That's crazy. You not my friend. You don't act like one. You didn't act like one. Now I don't want you to be one no more, because That shit dead. But I'm gonna talk about this when I get to work, cause it's time for me to go. Alright, so I'm back again. My bad. I had to go to work. Who had to go to work? This motherfucking job. I ain't get motherfucking parking space. Actually, let me show y'all real quick. Y'all see where that Audi SUV is at? That's where I like to park. Or where that Chevy is at. That's where I like to park. Okay, I like to park there. Now you why you ain't parking between the out? Because I don't like parking next to SUVs. Y'all like to hit my door because I see some dings on my door. There's some dings on my door. I don't know if they been there. Like I said, my car got I don't think I said this. My car got a little age to it, but you know it is. So yeah, I'm parked at the back. You feel me? That frame. So we going to 11th grade, probably like September or October. I think it was like September. We was in a group chat, and we was in a group chat with some of his friends, and one of them was, you know, Caucasian, and you know, he said the N-word because he was talking about something. He said so niggas. I'm like, wait, what? So I was like, I said something. I was like, you shouldn't be saying that. I don't know why I said exactly, but I was like, you shouldn't be saying that. So I had said something. And I don't know, something got started. And then like my friend, he ain't do nothing. Like he ain't said nothing. He ain't did nothing. He just kind of brushed it off. So then the white guy that said that, he invited some more of his friends, more of his white friends. And then they was like just saying all types of like mean shit. Cause I think he said something again. And I was like, But for some reason, they was saying, they was just being toxic. So I left the group chat, and guess what? You know, and who invited me back? I mean, the only person who could invite me back is he's the only person that followed me in that account. I mean, there's 2 other people, but you know, they wasn't into all that shit. He invited me back. And as they saying like all types of racist and mean things, cause my profile picture, my friend, he said, look at your profile picture, you know, your head look rough and stuff. Hair look kind of like how it is now, but it look more shaped up. It was like a box and stuff. He sent my profile picture in the group chat. They was just dragging me to fucking hell in that group chat. And my friend, he just laughing with them. Like, he ain't saying nothing back, but he was just laughing with them. So I confronted him. I texted him, I was like, hey, yo, that's some messed up ass shit. He was like, well, you should say something back. Like, but you laughing at it. He's like, I don't know what you talking about, trying to gaslight me. So I cut that motherfucker off. I blocked him. So that's done. So going to that year, but I was like real depressed. It was a time I was so depressed. And I'm with my dad. He said something, because he used to get upset with me about cleaning the house up and stuff, even though, you know, I get that I was a child, so I used to do that. But, you know, also, you could do it on something. I ain't gonna get into that. I don't put my business out there and stuff. But anyway, I was just upset. So I was so upset to the fact, I was so just, like, I felt like 2021 felt like the year for me of, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like, I just felt like a lost cause. It's the year of a lost cause. That's why I see 2021. I was so, I was to the point, I thought about it, I thought it through, but I was like, hey, y'all ain't care enough. Like, you know, if something happened to me, you know, don't be like, oh, we should have known. I went, but I ain't went because it was in my room. I got some pills, I had some sleeping pills. These blue pills, I forgot, I don't know if they are leaves, something like that. They don't taste the best. And I consumed, I think it was 17. I thought, it might have been 20. I don't remember. I was just taking them. And I was like gagging too, but I was taking them. And I was like, that's it. When I go to sleep, I don't want to wake up. Guess what? I did wake up, but I ain't wake up like, I woke up like a zombie. Like, I felt all groggy and shit. I woke up. And I think because I had to throw up, but then I didn't. So now I woke up. It kept coming and going. So now I went in the living room because I was cleaning up I was vacuuming my fan and stuff. When I was doing that, it came out. It hurt so bad. When I tell you that shit started so goddamn bad, it hurt so bad. Like I was throwing up nonstop. My body said, Other people do that. Unfortunately, they you know, they get what they wanted. But I did. My body was like, ain't time yet. My dad, he was mad because he seen the pills. He seen my throw up. He was like, I got some throw up on the floor. Cause, you know, when I throw up, I gotta throw up. I can't hold it. I can't like. Our house is real small too, but I couldn't make it from the living room to the bathroom. I just couldn't do that. So yeah, he was mad about that. black parents, they're not gonna be like, oh, you ran away, oh, you tried to kill yourself, oh my God, we didn't know you was going through stuff. They be like, where the hell would you do that? Are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid?
Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
Like, you not helping. I mean, I get why you mad, but you not helping. But it was one kid in class, he used to always look back at me, I was like, it's always like, kind of like look back and like stare a little bit. And I'll be like, what's that about? And like, let's just fast forward. So now, like I said, 11th grade, it was this is when I started getting depressed. Like, I was very lonely. I was antisocial from 2019 to 2021. And then I was like, I don't want to be antisocial anymore. I want to be open. Because I never really was antisocial, but I kind of was. Because I did push people away. Like, I do not want to talk. Oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. You? Okay, that's good. All right. Well, have a good one. Like, I don't want to go back to being friendly, get a friend, and then they do something to hurt. Like, I want my heart to be broken again. I want to protect this motherfucker. I'm trying to be cold-hearted, honestly. I'm trying to be a cold-hearted person, but that just ain't me. I gotta go therapy today. Damn, I gotta clock in like 2 minutes. Well, hey, but so going on to 10th grade, 11th grade. No, I was in 11th grade. Going on to second semester, that kid that used to always look at me, he started talking to me. He was antisocial himself, somewhat antisocial. He was like an extrovert, I guess you could say. Extrovert, that's between introvert and extrovert. But it was cool because we went through the same shit. He got bullied in school, I got bullied in school. We wasn't still different, but we was kind of similar. He was cool, but I think he did something that made me upset. Like, he used to talk to other people, but he wouldn't talk to me. Like, I don't know, I got a little, I could say jealous. And my dad, he always says it's like, that's female. Anytime I show type of any other type of emotion when it comes to like socializing, my dad be like, that's feminine. Don't do that, that's feminine. That one friend I told you about, I follow him on Instagram, and something he did just kind of irritated me, so I kind of distanced myself from him, because I just felt like, you ain't really fucking with me, like you kind of dissing yourself. And then let's just wrap up 11th grade. Nothing much happened. It was just boring, lonely. Now, I am glad I had him to talk to, because I was very depressed, and having him to talk to was pretty cool. Like, I used to put my head down and just, I wouldn't even be tired sometimes. I just put my head down in class all the time. Like, I'll do my work, but I'll put my head down when I'm doing the work, because work was pretty easy in 11th grade, especially 12th grade. Work was easy as hell. But fast forward to 12th grade, I started talking to him again on Instagram, but he was cool with me. Like, he would be like, how you doing? Everything going good? And then he just stopped doing it. I'll be the only one checking up on him. It's like, what's going on? So, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Like, I posted on my story that, like, rubbed you the wrong way. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I stopped being cool with him. Alright, y'all, my bad. I had to cut again. I'm on my lunch break right now. And excuse the AC, like I said, it's hot up in here. So, hey, I'm going to be talking a little bit louder so y'all can hear me. So, 12th grade. 12th grade. Last year of graduation. 2022 to 2023. Class of 2023. Put your hands up. Put your motherfucking hands up. Alright? Put class of 2023 in the comments and say, I made it. Hallelujah. You acting stupid, my bad. This is how I act on my lunch break. I just be 12th fucking grade. 12th grade. So how it started out, it started out cool. Things started changing, I was with my dad, and let his dad move in, which wasn't the best idea because of history of that happening, but Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I had cats. So from the beginning of middle school, so the beginning of the story, like I said, well, not the beginning, but from 6th grade to that's when I started getting bullied and stuff in school, all the way up to 9th grade, I had cats, and they helped. They helped me. I would come home from school crying. Like I said, middle school, I come from school crying after getting bullied, picked on and stuff by the whole class. I'll come home crying, and my cats, they'd be right. They'd be, purring up beside me and stuff. I felt they took some of that energy away, because I know animals, they could heal you a little bit. They mainly dogs, but cats can too. The reason why I don't got the cats no more is because I ain't feeling another box like that, and my dad said they gotta go. So he lied to me, because he said you got one more time, and then one more time ended up being 0 times, because I came back from school. I'm like, where they cage at? Where they little box at? Where they football at? Gone. Going to school, it wasn't bad. Like I said, high school, I had no drama with no kids. A little bit of drama at the beginning, but towards the end, no drama. No drama. I ain't got no fights. Things was cool as far as that. But I was lonely as fuck. I was lonely, and then I started going through things at home. Like at home, I don't want to say too much, but let's just know I wasn't comfortable at home because let's just say the house wasn't. It was not my fault. I mean, partially, but it's because somebody stayed with us, and then I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. 12th grade, like I was lonely as hell. 12th grade, I'd be on Instagram scrolling. Oh, speaking of that friend I told you about, he actually messaged me again from that second account. He was like, "Hey, unblock me. That happened a year ago. Get over it." I think I told you. I think I said it. I said it at the beginning. Okay, he said okay. He messaged me back. That ain't going nowhere. So yeah, that's that. But I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. Like I was just be in class depressed. Like nobody talked to me. Like everybody was just in their own little friend groups and stuff. Grades was decent. Going on the second semester. This is when 2023. Oh my god. No mother effing year. Yes, 2021, 2022 been kicking my behind.
Finish him!
He needs some milk.
What I was going through at home was bad. It was bad. Okay. Like I said, I ain't gonna say what it was, but just if you know, you know. If you kind of get what I'm saying, you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't no toxicity at well, kind of a little bit, but that wasn't the real reason. It was just an extra person was staying there that was just messing stuff up. Like they ain't do nothing. They ain't clean up the house or nothing. They just made it worse, and they just because of that not cleaning it caused problems. I don't want to say too. If you know what I mean, then you know. It caused two problems. One I never dealt with. The other one I have dealt with, and I don't like it. You know, that's why you gotta keep your house clean. But hey, but one of the problems, once you get that one problem, oh, you gotta, all the shit that you gotta go in the trash. Then, like I said, I don't know if I said this earlier, but my math teacher was giving me fucking problems. And I think I said, yeah, my bus driver, like the bus used to stay leaving. She either showed up super duper early or super duper late. Or guess what? It's been times she ain't show up at all. The bus driver did not show up at all. It's been times like, oh yeah, the bus never showed up. Fuck y'all mean the bus didn't show up? I'm sitting out here for a fucking hour. My dad getting mad at me, you know, cause he be late to work stuff. You know, he getting mad at me, so he gonna be extra late. Sometimes he be like, I can't take you because you know he didn't lose his job and stuff. And my mom, you know, we lived in the same neighborhood, but my mom moved back when I was in first semester. She moved, 2022, that school year, 12th grade, but 2022 she moved. Ended up moving where y'all seen earlier in the video I'm at now. Ended up moving there. Oh yeah, I couldn't go to her house because she was like, you can't. I can't bring that over there. Then I didn't go to my grandma's house because she was like, that ain't a good idea. I shouldn't have told them that what was going on. But actually, I didn't have to. She kind of found out. She was like, you can't come back here. I mean, I could move. I'll move in after I graduate, but I could not wait that long, bro. Like I said, my math teacher was a fucking asshole. Like I asked him a question, and he'll be like, "What you want?" Like it's simple. It's simple. Like and he will get mad. It's crazy because he'll get mad when the student be like, "This ain't making no sense," or like, "You ain't doing it right." Don't say that to that motherfucking teacher. He'll get mad, bro. Like he was like he gives off a college professor, a stuck-up college professor. He was cool with the kids and stuff. The kids used to be cussing at him, but like they be joking and stuff. But when it came to like schoolwork, you ask him a question, he was like. So I think one time doing his work, and then I think he gave me my test score back or something. I don't know if I balled up the paper and put it on the put it on the floor, but I think I did. It was on the floor, but he overreacted. He was like, he picked the paper up. He was like, that's how you feel or whatever. Don't ask him for nothing else. Like he really got like in front of everybody in the classroom, and then I was just so hurt because it's like my attendance is fucked up. I gotta do attendance recovery because it's goddamn bus, something that's not even my goddamn fault. You know, I wanted a car so bad. This motherfucker, this my shit. I gotta deal with that no more. You know, I wasn't working. I couldn't work because I wasn't ready. My attendance was fucked up and my grades. I went to sleep hella late. I've been going to sleep like past 12, around 12, since 10th grade. I used to be somewhat of a morning person, but hell no. Earliest I wake up is 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna stay in bed up until 11:30. Okay, yeah, that's why I work a second shift job. But anyway, yeah, so high school is pretty tough. I ain't gonna talk too much about that because I know this is videos about me having no friends, not about what I've been going through. I just want you guys to know that has added on to my mental. I didn't think I was gonna graduate. I didn't want to do school again. I was just so depressed. Fast forward, I had one cool teacher, Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha, if you're watching this, I appreciate you so much because she actually got that teacher to, help me out in class. Like after he said I ain't gonna help you no more, after we put the paper on the floor, it wasn't even in the damn trash. Matter of fact, it wasn't balled up. It was on the fucking floor. It was just on the floor. How you know it ain't slipped off the damn desk? I did kind of play stupid. I don't know if I did that junk on purpose. I did. That was tough for me, but eventually I graduated. Thank God. And at graduation rehearsal, like I felt even more bad. Everybody's talking like, hey, hey, we about to graduate. Everybody's talking and stuff. I'm just sitting here. I like them kids. It's like I used to hate those kids so bad, but I see what it was. It was just, I think it was jealousy, envy, because y'all got friends. Okay. Fast forward to 2023 October. Got my driver's permit. Got my ID so I can start working. I still bring that same attitude from freshman year to this job. People was a lot more talkative and nice to me at the beginning. It's funny I'm talking about this job. I'm at my motherfucking job in the parking lot. Crazy. Things was cool at work. Things got a lot better. 2023, still lonely. 2024, still lonely. Now still lonely. But 2024, I'm trying to think. Let's just fast forward towards the end. This is when I started really like disliking people. I started hating people. Like people use your kindness as advantage. Like people use your kindness as fucking weakness. Like I open the door for people at work, anywhere, and motherfuckers look at me like I'm. They open the door like, yeah, keep that bitch open, and I'm just like, you ain't gonna say thank you? I open the door for you. You ain't gonna say thank you? So then it didn't like driving. Like ever since I started driving, like oh my god, bro, people like just do the dumbest shit. And like I said, I'm used to people being assholes because people are just assholes now. I'm gonna make a video about that. Just talk about people being assholes. People just be assholes now, and it's like, how the fuck can you expect to get a friend as an adult? And people are either assholes, people are either not gonna talk to you. And I had tried to talk to some people, but it's like, I think about that one person I told you guys about earlier in the video, where I said, we was cool back in high school, we talked a little bit, but then they started kind of distancing stuff from me. It's like, I don't know what the fuck I did wrong. Like, I had no problem with you, but you got a problem with me for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, it's like now, and fast forward to 2025. I've been cool at this job, but now I'm starting to get it's starting to make me depressed. Like I'm starting to get very depressed with this job, and I've been looking. I was like, my mom was like, you've been working for too long, because I was messing up at work, and I was like, dang, I keep messing up at work. Like I might get rolled up again. I might get rolled up because I've been messing up. I ain't gonna get too much to it, but like my taxes came, and because I work in a different state, they take out taxes from the other state if you live in the other state, so yeah. But see, I was like, I gotta start looking for a job. Then some things happened at work that just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I was like, I'm ready to go. I'll go on Indeed, apply, nothing. Update my resume, nothing. Up to this fucking day, nothing. And I did this back in March. It's not even about the money, bro. It's just, like my mental here is just. Nah, it's been cool today. Last week it was alright, but today, so far, it's been kind of cool. But I don't know. It's just. I'm just ready to go. But that's not the point. The point is, it's like, don't nobody fuck with me, bro. Okay, all right. Like, you know, here, home, you know, neighbors ain't like friendly at fucking all. They ain't mean, but they ain't fucking friendly. You know, they ain't friendly. They don't talk that thing. It's just. Yeah, it's like, if you ain't got no friends now, then you ain't gonna get no friends ever. Like, I might actually die fucking lonely. And, listen, hold on, let me turn this shit down so y'all can hear me. I'm not fucking saying you can't, it's just no, of course. You could settle. You could talk to somebody like, hey, what's up, you know? You could be the main one talking, the main one like, hey, over here. And they're like, oh, okay, what's up? Oh, alright, that's cool, okay. Then they phone like, oh, okay. You know, people like that. Because now when I think about all the friendships I had in the past, most of them was like that. Most of them was just people that kind of like, was like, okay, you're just an extra friend, but you know, I don't take you serious. And the way I really think about it, so I never really had like a true friendship. I only had like probably like 2-3 friends in my entire fucking life that was like people I could count on. Wait, no, 2 I can count on. That's it. See, I do feel like, I don't know, I don't think that's. I mean, it's like, I'm trying to be okay with it. I be saying like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you. But I really, it does bother me at times. Even on the game. When I go on the goddamn game, bro, people add me and they don't fucking play with me. I join they junk and they kick me out. Or they be like, who is you? I ain't added you. My brother must have added you. Like, damn. Even on the fucking game, people don't fuck with me.
Josh, you want me to kick this guy too? I don't know. Who's this fresh kid? I don't know.
Cool Saga, you know me, right? Hey, don't kick me. I know. Who are you, Tootie?
So, like, I just feel like people generally just don't fuck with me. And it's like, that's why I kind of just let myself go. I let myself go, you know? I'm gonna get all this shit cut off. You know? But yeah. So yeah, if any therapist is watching this video, which probably not, but if you are a therapist, you watching this, please hit me up. Please comment down your email or whatever and hit me up. All right, hit me up, please, okay? Because I'm trying to get therapy. And what else I was gonna say? Also, that's pretty much it. I don't got much to say. Goddamn, I spent my whole lunch break talking crazy. 19 minutes, but I hope y'all enjoyed this. And I'm gonna go ahead and head back into work. Like I'm on a phone call, bro.